Good evening. Welcome to another edition of the 411 Talk Zone radio show right here on YouTube. And I have a good one for you tonight. And it does get into health. Now, as you know, Oprah Winfrey, and I remember Oprah Winfrey when she worked at People Are Talking along with Richard Sher back at WJZ TV when I lived in a Baltimore area, which the name of the city was Columbia, Maryland. In fact, Oprah lived in Columbia, Maryland. In fact, at that time, it was one of the richest areas of Columbia. It was in a village of Harper's Choice, known as Hobbit's Glen. Now, as you know, Oprah has had a number of problems with her weight. The weight yo-yos up and down. But I will say this, God did not make every woman to be big or every woman to be small. There are metabolism issues with some, and there aren't with others. But that's besides the point. Now, I brought up Oprah. Now, there have been some other individuals who have altered their bodies. Now, there's a drug out called Ozempic. Now, Ozempic is supposed to be a drug to help you lose weight. But with Ozempic, what happens is they get, I call it the stomach bug. Now, I've done other videos when it comes to prescriptions, and I think a lot of people are addicted to these drugs. Now, there are also individuals who claim that they're looking at their health, but they're really getting cosmetic surgery. That's what all this bariatric surgery is, in my humble opinion, because I've seen what people look like after they've gotten bariatric surgery. Some are unrecognizable. They look better when they were big, or let's say voluptuous. Voluptuous is the hourglass shape. And there are some who might look all right, but they gain the weight back. But that really isn't what this video is about. But it does hinge on that. And what I'm talking about tonight are the dieting scams. Now, there have been a number of dieting programs. I mean, it's plant-based, it's the keto diet, all kinds of diets. And there are some individuals that the diets work well with, and there's some that don't. Some people are taking pills to lose weight, some aren't. But some of these drugs have been researched for 10, 20 years, and now they've gotten approved by the FDA, and it cause side effects. Now, my belief about dieting is this: everybody's body works differently. Some people can eat more than others. If you're more active, you can take in more calories because you burn off calories faster. The bottom line is, it really comes down to this: it's what you're putting in your body, and it's portion control, basically. Now, of course, there are some areas where you can be anecdotal and not include. There are some things that cause binge eating. But again, I'm looking at the scams of diets, the pills, all the workouts, all the programs. Do they really help? Well, that's a good question. I don't know. I just believe one thing about America today: Americans are trying to find a quick fix, and quick fixes don't work. Rome wasn't built in a day. Now, I'm going to go ahead, share my screen, and I want to talk about some of these diets. Now, this is from WebMD. the skinny on diet scams. Now, lose 30 pounds in 30 days. Lock the absorption of fat, carbs, and calories with this pill. Wear this watch, and the pounds melt away. Whether you're flipping through a magazine, scanning the aisles of a health store, or watching late night television, you're bound to see slogans like these touting the latest and greatest product design to help you lose weight. But chances are the only thing that you'll lose by purchasing the latest miracle diet product is what? Money. Money. Why? I'm just going to say it like this. Diet scams are big business, and what they do, they basically allow sellers who are vying for their share of nearly $35 billion. Again, that's with a B. And in scientific notation, that would be 10 to the ninth. But we're talking about $35 billion. That's how much Americans spend on weight loss products each year, along with the programs. Now, this is what you need to see the top diet scams. Now, experts say roughly the same top 5 diet scams seem to keep resurfacing every few years, each time with a shiny new marketing gimmick. But they're all based on the same bad science. First one, we all know, and I just mentioned it, is metabolism. And what it is with metabolism, well, they're metabolism boosting pills based on herbal ingredients. Then there's fat and carb blocking pills. Then there's herbal weight loss teas. Then there are diet patches, jewelry, and other products that are worn on a body, and body wraps or slim suits. Now, what the body wraps and slim suits do is actually help you sweat the pounds away. Now, can they be good? Well, they can be good, particularly on a hot day. But also, when you use those body wraps and slim suits, what happens when you go to the table? Are you pushing away from the table? Or are you going to the table? Are you eating 6 small meals a day? Are you drinking water? How much sugar? How much salt? Now, of course, when you sweat, your sweat tastes like salt. So you got to put some more salt in. But remember, those drinks, electrolyte drinks like Gatorade, a lot of glucose in it. What's glucose? Sugar. Now, there have always been quack weight loss schemes out there because nobody believes that you can't lose weight faster than you have gained it. Now, when it comes to weight, well, it may have taken them 2 years to gain the 15 pounds. But what's happening since we live in today's gratification society? Have individuals that want to lose the weight that they gained in 2 years in 2 weeks. So a more realistic timeline for lasting weight loss is to lose about a pound or 2 a week. Nonetheless, researchers say diet scams continue to flourish thanks to part a law of supply and demand as a growing number of Americans find themselves overweight and looking for an easier way to lose it. Now, something else though, there are areas where there's heredity, but something individuals are forgetting. Everything that always says fat free, they add more junk in it to make it taste not as bland as something fat free would taste. Uh, think about diet sodas. Diet sodas are actually worse. They contain a lot more salt. Also, look at this, you have a lot of GMOs. which are genetically manufactured, and or they call them organic foods. And these new generations, oh, they love it. They're going out eating tofu. They're going out eating all this chemicalized meat, thinking that they're getting healthy. Well, here's the issue. You have a number of individuals who don't know how to cook today. They're eating out more. And bottom line, when you go out to eat, what happens? You're getting food that people are piling on the salt, sugar. People are basically getting the idea if it says fat free, that it's really fat free. There's a lot of chemicals put in food. Now, in addition to most or many of the popular diet scams, they're based on herbal ingredients, which are not regulated by the FDA. Therefore, the weight loss claims are not evaluated for accuracy by the FDA. In fact, a recent Federal Trade Commission report found that more than half of the weight loss ads that ran in 2001 made at least one false or unsubstantiated claim. That's one false or unsubstantiated claim. Now, more and more people feel that there is some magic compound or practice when it comes to losing weight. But again, nobody gets the whistle blown on them unless somebody checks out, which means passes or has something really awful happening to them. Even when diet scams don't prove dangerous, experts say relying on pills, patches, creams, and other gadgets to lose weight keeps millions of people from seeking weight loss programs that could really help them lose weight and reduce their risk of disease. In fact, most people need something more than a pill or diet aid to get them past the behaviors that got them in trouble in the first place. These products lead people to believe that there is a product that could basically instantly fix the problem. And 100% of the time, there isn't a product that can fix the problem. Number one, the top of the list, we talk about metabolism boosting calorie burning pills. So at the top of the list of diet scams are pills based on herbal ingredients that promise to boost your metabolism and help you burn calories or fat faster. New herbs always seem to percolate to the stop as potential diet ads as one leaves another shows up because the FDA doesn't monitor herbs. Most of the time, they're just as ineffective. Once in a while, they're dangerous. Two recent examples of herbal diet pills that got the attention of the FDA are dangerous, and they're ephedra and kava. Now, until recently, ephedra was found in many herbal dietary supplements for weight loss. But back in February of 2004, the FDA banned the sale of ephedra in any dietary supplement in the US due to the risk of illness or injury. The herb is a close cousin of methamphetamine or speed and can cause high blood pressure, irregular heartbeat, insomnia, nervousness, tremors, seizures, strokes, heart attacks, and even death. Now, kava is a plant found in the islands of the South Pacific. Supplements containing the herbal ingredient are often promoted for relaxation as well as weight loss. But the FDA issued a warning in 2002 that the use of supplements containing kava, they've been linked to severe liver injury. Number two, fat and carb blocking pills. Now, pills that claim to block your body's absorption of fat and more recently, Carbohydrates are also commonly sold diet scams. Even if these fat and carb blockers work as they say they do, researchers say the effects can be dangerous, if not plain unpleasant. So it's like someone making lactose intolerant, or it's like making someone lactose intolerant. And what I'm saying is, you make the body unable to break down nutrients in the body, which leads to gastrointestinal problems like bloating, diarrhea, and gas. These pills also block the absorption of vitamins that travel with these nutrients. So, why would somebody purposely submit themselves to that? Well, some fat blockers might have something in them that can interfere with how people absorb fat, but they never been shown to help with substantial weight loss. Number three, weight loss teas. Now, I drink tea, herbal tea, because I like it. Honey, ginseng, lemon, because it has antioxidants in it. Now, teas based on herbal ingredients are also touted as diet aids, but researchers say the main ingredient in many of these teas is caffeine, which is diuretic and leads to water loss. Losing water isn't losing weight. Also, caffeine can also increase metabolic rate by a small amount, but not enough that you would be able to say that it contributed to weight loss. So, basically, what I'm telling you, and it's what we've all known who live in the real world, people are looking for instant gratification because they want to feel good. Now, registered dietitian Nelda Mercer agrees and says the only potential weight loss benefit of drinking herbal teas might be using them as a substitute for high calorie beverages. And what do I mean by high calorie beverage? Soda. And people drink soda. Well, a can of Coke has about 55 grams of sugar. That, that contributes to calories. Well, Mercer says that with some diet teas, it's the program that comes along with the teas that may sometimes provide weight loss, such as teas that recommend you drink it after dinner and then not eat anything else until morning. That way, it could curb late night eating, but it's not necessarily a result of drinking the tea itself. Now, something that never heard, but it's been told to me, diet patches and jewelry. And what it says patches that deliver drugs through the skin have become popular for helping smokers quit and delivering estrogen to relieve menopausal symptoms. But experts say effective weight loss drugs have been designed to be delivered through the skin via patches. And most of the time, these patches contain some ineffective herbs found in dietary supplements or teas. Also included in the scam for diets, or we call it the diet scam category, is jewelry such as earrings or bracelets designed to be worn on a body with the promise to help people shed pounds. According to the FTC, any claim that people can lose even a pound or more a week using these devices is false. Then we get into body wraps or slim suits. So, if there were an oldie but goodie diet scam prize winner, experts say it would likely go to body wraps. The thick layered sweatsuits, once popular decades ago, have morphed into silver slim suits and fat melting body wraps designed to lock body heat in and melt away the pounds. However, researchers say that the only type of weight loss caused by wearing these outfits is water loss caused by excessive sweating. As soon as you take a drink, you'll gain a water weight right back. Experts say the only way to lose weight for the long haul is to burn more calories than you eat, and that process is slow. That means any diet products or program that promises quick and easy weight loss without any effort or sacrifice is bound to be bogus. But if that's not enough to raise your suspicions, here are some frequently used buzzwords to watch out for, according to the FTC. Now, this is one that I know is false. No diet, no exercise. Well, you got to do some type of exercise. Lose 30 pounds in 30 days. Eat your favorite foods and still lose weight. Shrinks inches off your stomach, waist, and hips. Scientists announce incredible discovery. Revolutionary European method, ancient Chinese secret. Turn on your body's fat burning process. Automatically convert fat to lean, trim muscle. Absorbs fat. Develop years of secret research. New scientific medical breakthrough. Extravagant claims of dramatic, rapid weight loss. Testimonials from famous doctors, researchers, or other medical experts. Dramatic before and after photos depicting substantial weight loss. There are also ads that tout the latest trendy ingredient in the headlines. There's also a favorite hidden somewhere in an ad noting diet and exercise are required. And at any time you're tempted to get a new diet product, and here's my humble opinion, you need to look into what claims they are and if they can be substantiated by science. Again, also read the labels. But if you're going to try a new product, look into what claims and if they are substantiated by science or if they can be substantiated by science. What people want is a magic bullet and a quick fix. It's never going to work. Again, this is true about every scam. If it sounds too good to be true, it is. Let's get into some real deal. Let's get into some videos. Let's get into some real videos. And here we go. Fair use. These are for educational purposes only. Okay. Make sure I turn the sound up. Make sure it's on. And let's rock and roll. Fair use. Fair use. I don't think this is coming. Here we go.
Almost 20% in the past year alone. But with Endurance, you'll never pay for covered car repairs again.
Right now, you can get $300 off any plan, plus a year of elite benefits, a $2,000 value free, all backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee.
Call 1-833-880-2504 for a free quote.
Weight loss drugs have exploded in popularity, and scammers on social media have taken notice. Videos on TikTok now offer to ship popular drugs like Wegovy, Ozempic, and others without a prescription. Only on CBS Mornings, our senior investigative correspondent Anna Werner got access to new research that reveals how dangerous these scams can be. Anna, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Tony. Like anything online, the question is what's real and what's not. Well, a joint investigation by the nonprofit Digital Citizens Alliance and the Coalition for a Safer Web examined dozens of TikTok profiles offering to sell popular prescription weight loss drugs at lower prices. And in nearly every situation, they say it was a scam.
Come check this.
Look at some of the videos researchers found. Scammers, they say, flashing stacks of weight loss drugs, supposedly selling those popular drugs at a low cost without a prescription. Sometimes using people's testimonials.
Hey guys, I'm doing my first Mounjaro shot.
Along with before and after photos showing fabulous results. One video featuring a supposed customer's comment, "Great product, fast shipping, and I lost 16 pounds already." But the researchers say all of those videos were actually scams to lure in vulnerable buyers. The Digital Citizens Alliance's Tom Galvin.
As we searched for them, over time, because of TikTok's algorithm, they begin to search for us. So it was not hard to find several dozen operators offering Ozempic. In every case that we found, they have been scams.
Galvin says he had dozens of online chats with sellers, some claiming to be legitimate pharmacies, offering to ship Ozempic, Mounjaro, and Wegovy. The alleged scammers accepted payments through online services like Zelle, PayPal, and Venmo, but the researchers say they never received any products. TikTok told us in response it has removed accounts in the report that violated its guidelines. The company says it proactively identifies 95% of the content it removes for violating its rules against drugs and scams in the U.S. But Galvin says consumers who are duped by ads can be harmed in a number of ways.
One is that you'll be defrauded. Two is that you'll get drugs and they'll be counterfeit and be harmful. And three is you'll actually get Ozempic, but not using Ozempic under a doctor's care can be dangerous. And all three of those things are very bad outcomes for Americans.
Well, a TikTok spokesperson said this study has limitations because it only found a handful of problem accounts and that prescription drug scams can be found on other social media channels as well, not just TikTok.
So those groups, Anna, say that they didn't receive the drugs, but what happens if you do receive the drugs? Well, listening to him, it doesn't sound like you should take it even if you do get it.
Right. And we can't really say for sure what's real and what's not, but these are prescription drugs meant to be taken under a doctor's care that have potentially harmful side effects. Now, the maker of Ozempic and Wegovy told us their products have varying dosages and should not be used without a medical professional's care and advice. And our chief medical correspondent, Dr. John LaPook, reminds us, of course, that there's also a shortage of these drugs. So they need to be reserved for people who actually need the drugs. And really, if you want to try one of these drugs or you feel like you are a good candidate for one of these drugs, you should go see a doctor.
Yes.
Go see a doctor.
Yeah.
Please don't buy this off TikTok. And frankly, if you do get some kind of drug shipped, do you know what you're getting? No, you don't.
No, you don't.
And that can be very dangerous.
Well, Mama always said, if it sounds too good to be true.
It is.
Right.
Yep.
Your mom was always right.
Yeah. That was all of our mamas.
Yeah.
That's right. And she was right.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Thank you, Anna.
What are you talking about?
Again, they said the same thing that I said. It's too good to be true. It's a scam. And got some more videos up here. Let's see what we can delve into next. Fair use. Fair use. This is real deep right here. I may stop. I may go. I may let the video play, but you need to hear this. Fair use.
Do you follow all the health and fitness influencers? Do you listen to the podcast of all these smarty pants, impressive experts and biohackers? You know, the ones who are always offering you new ways to optimize and hack your health. Are many of these folks telling you they have the secret to optimizing your health, the secret to fixing your metabolism, and the secret to better nutrition? Here's the truth. The secret is there is no secret, but the answers do lie in the basic foundations that will bring sustainable success. And today, I'm going to share more about why those foundations are crucial, what they are, how to personalize your nutrition plan, and how to take action. I'm Beth Manos-Bricky, and this is Balanced Wellness with Beth. I want you to think of your health like building a house, a sturdy house, one that you want to stand the test of time, to weather big storms, and to keep you safe and comfortable. Skipping the foundations and jumping to quick fixes and these so-called secrets and expecting you'll achieve the results in your health that you're looking for, it's like building a house without laying the foundation first. Oh, and you're doing it with kids' plastic toy tools. Imagine trying to build a home without a cement foundation, without the bricks, without 2x4s, and without drywall. It's not much of a house, is it? And if you do manage to build a house, it's going to be sketchy AF. If we ignore the important foundations and continue to look for quick fixes, we're neglecting the significant pillars of our health. These pillars are quite literally what everything else is built upon. These foundations include proper nourishment for the demands we're placing on our body. It's managing our stressors and limiting the stress our body is under. Prioritizing good sleep, hydration, movement, and of course, one that I think is often missed, pleasure. Now, getting back to these folks online, if someone promises you that they have the answer or the solution for everyone, they are making a promise that they cannot keep. The fact is, we are all unique individuals with different lifestyles, genetics, and health needs. What works for one person may not work for another. But here's the thing that all these coaches and gurus don't tell you. The secret sauce, the stuff that actually works, the habits and behaviors that help us to experience sustainable results, it's boring. And that's why they try to sell you on quick fixes, because if you knew the truth, you wouldn't buy what they're selling. The tough love moment here is that you're not so special that you can skip the foundations and expect you'll achieve whatever results you're after in your health. I get so sick and tired of watching people fall victim to the garbage that the wellness industry and diet culture continue to vomit out. These industries prey on our desperation with our health and our body image, taking advantage of our innocence and confusion. People end up buying more and more products and stuff they don't need, losing their minds and feeling stressed over practices they think they should be doing, while ignoring the big rocks they could build on and continuing to chase after and focus on small stones. It's not just wrong, it is part of the party pants impressive experts and biohackers. You know, the ones who are always offering you new ways.
Like I said, all this is about lifestyle, keeping your stress down. I mean, it's not a secret. I mean, I've talked about this during my psychology videos. For the most part, you have people today, in my humble opinion, who have busy work schedules. The ones who work in the office don't get up and do much movement at all. They also, and I see it, they're going in buying a bunch of junk. And one thing that humans are, we're creatures of habit. We stick to the same habits when we leave the house, when we go to work, wherever we go. And we have to understand that when you go to work today, we're in stressful situations. So you could do everything right as far as a diet is concerned, but there's always going to be something else wrong. And I believe stress it's a real big problem. Now, fair use, let this continue. Fair use.
It seems too good to be true. It probably is. These coaches and gurus are essentially implying that everyone can live in a mansion on the ocean if they just follow their plans. How many people do you know that live like that? When it comes to building a new house, the cement used in the foundation, laying one brick at a time, choosing the perfect drywall or lumber, this isn't exactly exciting stuff. It's the same with wellness. The foundations such as sleep, stress management, proper nourishment, and movement, drinking enough water, these aren't sexy or flashy, but they're highly effective, and you're only going to get so far without them. Clients often come to me looking for a magic answer or some secret, but many have overlooked these basics for years. Neglecting these foundations can lead to significant digestive issues, low energy, adaptive metabolism, chronic pain and inflammation, and tons of other issues. Yes, even if you're taking supplements and drinking that daily greens powder. One additional point to consider when we're talking about this boring stuff, these foundational aspects of our wellness are often the most difficult for us to change. It's easy to take a pill, to try a new supplement, or jump into some extreme reset diet. It is much harder to consistently prioritize our sleep and stress management and planned exercise and healthy, balanced eating habits. It's important to recognize that making these changes takes time, effort, and sometimes even a willingness to let go of old habits and beliefs. But we talked about it. Focusing on these foundations is key to achieving sustainable results in the long term. While trendy health hacks and supplements might offer some benefits, sustainable results will always come from sustainable actions. We've all chased the flashy trends, but true change comes from focusing on the foundations. While they're maybe not enough on their own, those basics give us somewhere to start. How can you begin by laying one brick at a time, starting today? Once we've laid that foundation, then personalization is the key to success in our nutrition. It's what I've built my practice on, and it's one of the most important factors in creating a sustainable approach to our health. So going back to this idea of building a house, we all want the fun part of personalizing our space to make it ours and to make it comfortable. Interior design, decorating.
Now, even with this video, okay, I don't know if this person is a registered dietitian. Again, I don't know if she's a registered dietitian. You have to do the research for yourself. And again, one thing that everybody has to get out of their mind is instant gratification. I believe that is a big problem because a number of individuals are looking not for the health effects, but the cosmetic effects. See, one thing I notice about society today and in previous decades, we're all hell-bent on superficialness. And dieting is just one aspect. What about behavior, psychological issues, family issues? What about mental and emotional issues? Now, this takes me way back to the time I was doing videos on psychology. Well, in order to understand the real world, you have to change your behavior. That's really what it comes down to. Yeah, I know people talk about, yeah, you put too many calories, you don't have enough calories, you're not drinking water. Okay, that's part of it, but it's really about behavior. Really about how you living your lifestyle. You could even be skinny, walk out clean. Do you keep a dirty house? How often do you get sick? Those are problems too, because if you lose weight too, besides the medicines out here, some people lose weight when they get sick and they lose it very, very, very fast. That's not supposed to happen either. So you have to look at both sides when you're looking at dieting. Is dieting true? Most of them, in my humble opinion, that I've seen, they're too good to be true. The bottom line is, it's your behavior and how you're living. Fair use. Let's continue.
And landscaping is a whole lot more fun than 2x4s, bricks, and drywall. It's what makes a house feel like a home and feel like our own. But when it comes to our health and our nutrition, we can't just focus on the exciting stuff. We won't have walls to hang artwork on without a foundation. This is where the basics come in. Once we've established these building blocks and a solid foundation, then we can focus on personalizing our approach to meet our unique needs. When working with clients, I always take into account their individual needs, preferences, and goals, and we look at factors like health history, daily routine, current stress levels, and we consider things like food sensitivities, nutrient deficiencies, food access, and cultural preferences, but never at the cost of the foundation. By personalizing our approach, we can create a plan that works for us. One that we can stick with and one we can adjust as needed. It's not about finding a magic answer or quick fix solution, but about tailoring our approach to our unique needs and preferences. The bottom line is that personalization is key for sustainable results. It's what makes our approach to health feel like home, comfortable, tailored and uniquely our own. And hey, just like you might make changes to your home decor or layout over time, your wellness plan may need to evolve and adapt as your needs and goals change. This is why it's important to regularly check in with yourself and your progress, make adjustments to and fine-tune your plan as necessary. This can help ensure you continue to see sustainable results. So think about it. Would you want to live in a house that was built and decorated in a day? Of course not. Just like building a house, prioritizing your health in a sustainable way takes time and planning. It is easy to get caught up in the quick fixes and the instant gratification. But changing our mindset is a great place to help us take action. To create healthy habits that last, we need to be patient and compassionate with ourselves. We need to accept that mistakes will happen and that building a healthy lifestyle is a process, not a destination. Just like building a house, we need to focus on building a strong, unwavering foundation. You wouldn't want a house that would be destroyed in the first windstorm that came through, right? How can we shift our perspective and embrace the journey? With a positive mindset and a willingness to learn, we can create a sustainable approach to nutrition and wellness that supports our long-term health and happiness, and finally let go of all the yo-yoing that happens in the constant search for the secret and the quick fixes. I'm Beth Manos-Bricky, and if you want personalized help building your foundations, check out Empowered Nourishment, my step-by-step, no BS nutrition foundations program.
And you can check out her channel, see what she's about, because like I said, a lot of us, we're dealing with a scam out here. And I'm here to tell you about the scam. Now, I got one more video to show you. And this is what you need to, and this is a short video. And it talks about dietary supplements. Their use, their use.
Somebody move that ladder, it's casting a shadow. Quiet, please.
Nose hairs, how we doing on nose hairs?
You're gonna need this for the shoot. You're a doctor now.
Okay.
Quiet on the side.
Okay, speed. Lose it overnight, scene 2, take 4.
Okay, everyone, and action.
We are so excited about our new scientific breakthrough. We know losing weight is important to you, so we've created Lose It Overnight, a product that's all natural, totally safe, and 100% effective. Is that right?
Natural? Are you kidding me? Our products are laced with stuff we don't even put on the labels. And safe? Well, I guess it depends what you consider safe. A chance of increased blood pressure, heart attack, or stroke.
But it sounds good. I mean, we're trying to move product.
All right, just go with it.
Don't let fraud make you a victim. You could lose so much more than weight. Learn more at fda.gov/weight-loss-fraud.
One more, speaking of weight loss fraud.
Well, between weight loss pills, patches, and creams, it seems there's always a new ad for a quick fix to shedding pounds.
WMER2 News' Carol Burnett breaks down how to decipher what's real and what's not.
New year, new you, but you may want to be careful about the goals you're setting and the products you're buying. The Federal Trade Commission is warning people of weight loss scams.
The marketing is intense and they know what they're doing when it comes to dieting and all the scams that are out there. So it's really important to know, okay, we are in the depth of it this time of the month.
The FTC warns that weight loss programs can be wrapped in unrealistic promises and tricky subscription services that rack up unwanted charges.
Weight loss is not equivalent to health and wellness. 96% of people who diet will gain that back plus an additional 10% within the first to 5 years.
Hidden in reviews can be comments that scammers write themselves or pay others to do. The FTC says beware of those eye-catching before and after pictures that may be AI generated or photoshopped. Health regulators are also alerting people of a global trend: counterfeit drugs. Last week, the FDA pulled thousands of units of fake Ozempic, a diabetes drug that has become wildly popular for slimming down.
Always looking at addition over restriction is what's going to help us reach these behavioral changes that are realistic and sustainable.
people try to get it done in like, 2 weeks. Something that you're building takes time.
Business partners Eden and Kira work with their clients to set intentions rather than resolutions.
Just because someone is in a smaller body, that doesn't mean like they're healthy. And so I would say going in with what is my intention, and who can kind of hold me accountable if I am going to set intentions. Maybe it is having a therapist or a dietitian or a close friend.
Kira says glorified goals sometimes snowball into unhealthy habits. A study by JAMA Network finds that 1 in 5 teens struggle with an eating disorder.
That all or nothing, that black and white thinking, and so that really can be a limiting barrier. People will start cutting out foods that you need.
Cara Burnett, WMAR 2 News.
And there you are. And she also said something very important. Just because you're in a smaller body. Yeah, everybody talks about the obesity, but just because you're in a smaller body as well, it doesn't mean that you're healthy either. Again, to sum this all up, I believe it's behavior, it's your lifestyle, it's stress management, how much sleep you're getting, how much physical activity you're getting. I watch YouTube, particularly here on the Black sector. And of course, there are a number of African American women who believe that cooking and house cleaning is slavery. Well, let me tell you something. I don't mind cooking, and I don't mind housework. Housework is a good exercise. Guarantee if you have to take your ass and bend down there with that brush and clean that tub with some elbow grease, and you have to get in there and clean that sink out a little bit, you're going to feel it. I know, because you're going to use muscles you don't use too much. Of painting, of going out there, cutting your grass, not with a tractor, but with a hand mower, washing dishes, taking out the trash. Those are good, because even though you could lose the weight, if you keep a dirty house, that's a problem as well. How often are you getting sick? That contributes to weight, and people won't tell you this. You have a lot of people out here wearing masks out here again. I see it. That mask isn't going to help you. What's going to help you is, what are you doing as far as lifestyle? This is why I believe in cooking my own food. I don't believe in pills. You have a lot of guys, Viagra came out. They think, well, Viagra is always going to help them. There's side effects behind Viagra. The problem is a lot of these guys got ED. And the reason why they have ED is they're not doing enough squats, they're drinking too much alcohol, they're not doing any moving. Also, they don't have any energy, they've lost their testosterone. This is what's not being told to you. And even, everything I do, I wish it wasn't, but it is. It's a lot of scams out here. Even healthcare, it's a scam. But everybody's too busy in the moment. And when you're in a moment, you don't think about what's going on. The bottom line, you drink too much alcohol, particularly beer, wine, you smoke. People don't look at that either. You can be skinny. This is why, even when you're skinny, you're not healthy. Because I guarantee you're doing something. You're dipping snuff, you're smoking, you're drinking. I see a number of guys here on YouTube. They love drinking their scotch and they love drinking their beer. If you're doing it every day, that's not good for you. And you can exercise every day, but you're still putting that in your body. How much grease are you putting in your body? See, we always think that overeating, that we look at that one aspect, but it's your lifestyle. Are you doing drugs? Drugs can age you really quickly, especially when you're smoking cigarettes. Are you getting the proper sleep? There are a number of people working third shift. Third shift is that overnight shift. I guarantee they're not getting their 7 to 9 hours of sleep And I guarantee they're not doing any activity. Now, if they're at work, let's say working at a Walmart or even a restaurant, oh, you're getting plenty of activity. You're getting all night activity. You're constantly moving. But if you're working in a regular day job in the office, unless you get out of that chair, you're not getting any movement at all. So what I'm telling you right now is the bottom line. There is no instant fix to losing weight. Dieting, you can diet, but you have to know how to do it. But it's a lot more than quick fix. A pill is not going to fix it. You can use hydroxycut, help you build muscle. Not going to do it. You got to do some movement. You got to get some sleep. You have to maintain stress. You have to look at your behavior, your lifestyle, change your mindset. And, you can, some people I've seen 2 and, 300 pounds, good football players, good athletes. Even some heavy set women. My grandma, she was heavy set, lived a long time and ate more lard. But you know what she did? She cooked. She didn't eat out. And there wasn't as many chemicals in food either. So you could still do the right thing and eat the right foods, but you don't even know what chemicals are in the foods. The chemicals in the foods can also destroy behavior. This is what people aren't telling you. And a lot of the science that you're getting right now, it's bad science. So what I'm going to tell you about dieting, and I'm not a dietitian, is ask somebody who is a registered dietitian. You must understand, and just like the trainer did on the film, you're never going to be able to build a house without a foundation. Well, you can't diet without a place to start. And to make it right, it takes time. One of the big things today, because we want instant gratification, many of us are impatient and we're looking at what people think about us. No, this is your body. You got one body. You have to take care of it. And in the end, if you take care of your body, yes, we are going to check out one day. But while you have your body and while you're here, take the time to take care of yourself. And again, and I'm going to say this, looks are enhancers. Beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. When it comes to health, it really doesn't matter what body type. It really doesn't. That's all a myth too. What really matters is behavior leads to everything. Mindset, psychology. That's what means everything. Your lifestyle. That's really what contributes. Your stress level. That's what contributes to everything. And then have you had strokes? Have you been an alcohol abuser? That's what destroys you. Yes, you can fix your body. You cannot fix your body. It's basically your lifestyle. And in the end, you see a diet out there that tells you you can get a pill, lose 30 pounds in 30 days, diet, no exercise, you better run for the hills. Because in the end, when you live in the real world just like I do, there's no such thing as a quick fix. Because just like every other scam, dieting is a scam. The diet programs that they're offering on television, they're all scams. They're all out to do one thing: find desperate people to give them their money. This is why the industry made $35 billion. $35 billion because of desperate people like you out there. Bottom line, That's what the scams do. They prey on desperate people who don't have any knowledge of what's going on, who want to feel good. And I've always said this about feelings. Feelings cloud critical thinking. So if you want to take the scam out of everything, live in a real world. Adjust your behavior. Because I'm going to tell you this right now. It's too good to be true. It is. And when it is true, too good to be true, what do you have? In the end, you've just been scammed. And that's my commentary for this edition of the 411 Talk Zone radio show right here on YouTube. If you like what I just presented, please comment, share, and subscribe. And if you're looking for some STEM content, check out the QCIS channel, formerly the Mind of STEM. On that channel, I give you a daily dose of science, technology, engineering, and math. And I'm going to be doing information for the fundamentals of engineering examination so we can all teach each other and pass the exam if you want to be an engineer. That's the first step to becoming a professional engineer. Now, once I conclude recording my videos on YouTube, I'll also upload them to my Twitter page. And for the QCIS channel, since it is an educational channel, that channel also will be posted on my LinkedIn page. And in the end, be blessed for what you have. Don't worry about what you don't have. Always know that the sun rises in the east, sets in the west. Some of you haters out there, or some people who think I'm talking about you, I'm just going to say this. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. But if the shoe fits, wear it. If you don't like the shoe, change it. Once again, thank you for listening to this edition of the 411 Talk Zone radio show right here on YouTube. Till next time, my name is Leon Jones. Hope you all have a wonderful, gracious evening. God bless you. I'm out.